Hey everyone, how you doing today? Thought I'd take another look at the workshop and see what was out there, and a lot of very cool creations by a bunch of different authors. So I'm only looking at 6 builds today because some of them are a little bigger and more elaborate, things like that. Didn't want the video to go on forever. Some authors put out a lot of builds recently. I'll talk about that when we get to one of the author builds here. So the very first creation we're looking at today is the aircraft carrier Zuikaku, if I said that correctly, by armsyura. And this is a very cool looking carrier. It is a kind of a unique design for a carrier. I'm really digging that. Really wild, really cool block work to go with that, and goes with the author's color scheme and kind of like faction design, I guess you could say. But wow, look at this. Very elaborate ship here. It's kind of flying around looking at different elements of it here. Quite a bit of a weaponry on here too for being a carrier. It's a lot of rocket turrets. It looks like we got some, I'm guessing artillery turrets. It could be the big mining drills, but I don't think so. Look at all this in here. Look at this interesting place for the for some forward thrusters as well. It might have some more in back, but definitely some there as well. Yeah, what a wild design. And we got a big hangar in the back here as well. Look at that. Almost kind of like, oh no, that's part of the flight deck. Well, the flight deck's pretty large as well, and obviously there's a doorway mechanism that looks like it's going to open up here for might be on a switch or internal sensor or something like that. We'll have to figure that one out. And these are pretty interesting too. Now, I do believe this ship is also able to attach a new like custom module size to it, also made by the same author. And this author also put out some more builds too. Of course, I'm just kind of grabbing like the like one of those builds, but yeah. Some people have been very busy in the last week or so. Well, probably longer than that. Doing some really cool builds. Like all these little features too. Like over here, there's like a little staircase, and it's got a like a guardrail there. Just kind of like, it looks neat. You know, it doesn't. Oh, there actually is a doorway here too. Oh, look at that. So that actually makes sense too. It does have function. But very cool looking ship here. Again, quite a lot of guns on it. It certainly can deal with drones, but I think it actually can deal with like some bigger combat too. We'll take a look at how this is built here in just a second. Actually, let's do that right now. I'm just kind of curious. I don't think it's, you know, it's not the typical design that would be like a combat ship, specifically a combat ship. However, this is in combat steel, isn't it? Oh wow! So it is quite hardened up in the front here. Hardened steel over here. We did see combat steel in this area. There's probably other areas back in the ship more that are probably going to be other materials. I'm guessing, but it looks like it's actually built pretty tough. I would say oh no, we got regular steel over here. So a lot of hardened steel and combat steel on the front side of the ship, probably in various places, depending where it needs it the most. I would guess. Kind of. Oh no, that's not really a bridge back there either. Very cool. Very cool looking ship, by the way. Just yeah, just a really unique design for a carrier. Never seen a carrier look quite like this. Just a lot of other accents too that are really cool, like the black shading around this thruster unit over here, kind of in contrast with all the whites in the same area. That looks really cool. There's a lot of little features like that all over the place over here. And then you also have some like this orange accents here and there throughout the ship. And yeah, cool looking runway as well. All right. Well, anyway, let's well, yeah, I'm gonna park here. I think I'm gonna come in this front hangar here. Let me adjust the lights and get out of God mode. Try to go pretty dark with this right now, and we'll see how this works out. I think it should work out just fine here. So nice big old hangar on the inside here. I kind of expected that. It is a carrier after all. Oh, I like how this wall's done. It kind of almost looks like some kind of door or something, but it's just all block work and things like that. Catwalks going along the top sides of the hangar. It almost looks like if you had some, and maybe it is designed for that, some top mounting builds that you could park them up on the ceiling over here too. Oh, it's kind of interesting how the hangar drops down a block row here into the back area, so even more height. You got another catwalk going right across the middle of the hangar. It looks like up to a central elevator. Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe that's just decorative. It looks really cool, though. I like those the use of those like light deco parts and stuff sitting up there. That looks really cool. And then we got the double hangar door on the top. So it looks very different on the top of the ship because there's got to be another layer of doors on top of that yet to make it look probably a little prettier from the outside. Probably a little bit more hit points as well, but I think it was mainly for looks. Just guessing again. Like the different block work in the back of the hangar. Kind of looks like 3 big tanks back there. And yeah, rear hangar door going out to the back there. Very cool. Got some storage controllers in the sides over here. And some, no, I was just about ready to say it was a little bit asymmetrical in here, but I don't think it is in this part. But yeah, check that out. Drone bays installed in here too. Love those drone bays for the detail level and things like that. That's just so cool. Wish we had some blocks that were, imagine like a little part of this as a block. And then you could build these like steel structures in your build using those blocks. I think that would be really, really cool. Like having like a set of blocks that could do that kind of thing for internal like framing work and things like that. But yeah, that's really cool. So 2 drone bays as well. So I assume I wasn't really looking for it, but on the exterior of the body, we're probably got some drone launchers in there. We also have this internal ship teleporter system. I know every time I see this, I think it's a POI, but it's not. It's just the model used for that particular part, which you can't really assign when you're building the ship. So you got to kind of give people instructions and tell them how to set that up after the fact. So over here we have a small production room. I think that's just a large constructor. And I don't think it's an advanced because it doesn't have that top section over here. So, yep, just a large constructor there. Another storage controller. I'm going to check the other side here too. So there is an elevator, obviously, right there as well. Yeah, advanced constructor on this side. You can see the model differences there. Another storage controller here. You can obviously see cargo extension texture right here too, attached to the controller. Makes sense. Well, here, let's jet up the elevator here. So I know that just goes across to the upper decking here. Let's go up to this deck and check it out. So yeah, considering it's pretty dark outside too, it is well lit on the interior here of the ship here. So up over here, oh, I like the window overlooking the hangar space. We got a full medical bay. It looks like how that's set up. Cool use of like the blue carpet in here. Very nice, very nice. Quite lit too. I mean, I don't have my here's with the light on and off, so I don't have that on, and it's pretty bright on the interior. So over here, wow, this is like a command and control room or the bridge, I would say. So we got some pilot seats right over here. These count as pilot seats. The big circular table kind of looks like a big like hologram like screen or a big projection screen. Couple feeds on it right now. That's really cool. Oh, look at that. Actually, there might be the main captain's seat up there. These might be like officer seats down over here. Got an elevator in the center of this room going up there. I'm going to take that a second. Wow, it is really lit on the inside. In fact, can I make it even darker? Not really. That's pretty much as dark as it gets outside. That's cool. So that's overlooking the lower bridge area. Pilot seat here. We got some more. I like another deck here. Oh, I like the ring Almost looks like a, yeah, security door, things like that. Very cool. So walking to the front here, looks like we got more of like a cafeteria, really brightly lit in here too. That's cool. Like seeing out the windows there, got some different seats in there. And up here it looks like, yeah, we got the actual like cooking part of the cafeteria. A lot of seats. Got some plants in here. Very, very cool. Oh yeah, on this side, nice chill out spot. More seating. Got the TV in there. Where does this go? Crew room is over here. Makes sense. Really close to that other area. Oh, look at the like different ceiling texture there. Very, very different. That's cool. Like all the block work in here too, and the texture lights and everything like that. I was trying to walk into the into that thinking it was a door. Whoops. Let's go this way. Okay, so this is back, kind of going past the bridge area. Let's go to the back area of the ship. Oh wow, yeah, check it out. Look at, oh, I like the use of the staircases. Staircase into an elevator in this case. And it looks almost like we got a staircase going up over here too. Well, kind of. This probably goes to the outside area that, yep, loops around, gets up to the flight deck. Let's take this going back here. This certainly looks like a part upgrade slot here. Maybe for an advanced generator or something like that. Where does this go? Oh, okay, another access door out the rear of the ship. The rear area of the ship. That's cool. Overlooking all those parts there. And maybe it's not that dark outside. Hold on. I thought it was darker. Okay, so now we're, yeah, now we're dark. Okay. Looks about almost the same. Probably a little bit neater. So over here, it looks like we got some plasma turbines in the room here too. Oh, you can walk right past that that ladder there. So it looks like a 4-pack of the big plasma turbines, as well as we got a shield back over here, and this part here, which is, God, it looks like maybe it's a core in there or something. Yeah, I think it is a core. No? Small plasma turbine in there? That's really wild. Kind of looks like its own part, you know, out of the block work there. But yeah, definitely at least a 4-pack of large plasma turbines in here, which is going to be great for your fuel usage. This will lessen that quite a bit, I would imagine. Oh, this is really cool how this is set up. So it was like a console here that it almost looks like a like one big individual part that was kind of like placed in the hall here. That's really cool seeing that, and I like how the shield is attached. It's kind of like some round blocks going onto the top of the shield, which kind of blend into the shield. I don't know. It almost looks like a new part, honestly. That is really cool. I've never seen a shield displayed that way before. Yeah, really wild back in there. I like the little window above the door there. Alright, so I think we go, well, maybe I might have come from this direction. I think I did. Gonna make it, yeah, that goes back outside again. This is gonna curve around up into the upper areas of the bridge here. Let's go all the way forward. Oh yeah, that's right. That is the cafeteria area. Looks like more crew rooms on this side as well. Okay, just try to get lost here. See if I find some new rooms. There's probably other rooms I have not seen yet. Yeah, I like this whole area over here. So kind of like a locker room, bathroom section on the front here. Okay, and it only comes in from the one side, it looks like, too. Elevator there. That's where we came down at. Let's take this ladder. Ah, here's our warp drive room. Just kind of wondering where that was. That looks really cool too. I like the texture lights that are kind of going along with the curvy glass there. That is very cool. Got a, looks like a long-range radar chilling out in here too. This separate radar room. Oh wow, yeah. I don't know if I've been. Yeah, I haven't been on this deck yet. Another like bathroom facility over here. And I would, yeah. Wow. Another way down that way. Cool looking hallways. Oh yeah. Okay, back to well. We're just keep on curving around the bridge area here, I think now. So I guess maybe did kind of get in here yet. Didn't notice these cubbyhole bathrooms over here though. That's cool. I like how the wall kind of cuts out with the thin blocks there to get to those areas. Oh yeah, I didn't see this room area. Another fancy area on the side of the hangar, opposite of the med bay on the other side of the ship. So different on either side. Oh, the ceiling mount TV. That's cool. That's cool. There's the bathroom back here. Yep. So very cool ship. So we got drone bays. We got a lot of guns. We got a really large internal hangar plus a very large flight deck on the top. All the stuff of a carrier, I would suppose. That's cool. They just fly underneath the flight deck here a little bit. Look at all the fancy pipe work and things like that going on in the hall. Lights up quite a bit at night too. There are some lights that are either kind of like shining through the build. Well, not really, I guess. It's just it's a bright colored build, but you definitely see it at night too. Yeah, all that detail in there. Very cool. Very cool ship. All right, let's look at some numbers here. So, unlock level 25, size class 10. Thrusters aren't on. Hold on. I'm going to get all the guns, too. Alright, so 38 forward, 24 strafing, 27 lift, 27 reverse, and 19 down. Keep in mind, it does have a fair amount of hardened steel and some combat steel on the front of this, at least, too. Probably some other places. So you got 32 fuel tanks, 21 oxygen tanks. Big supply of both of those. 21 hour and 4-minute build time. It is going to use some parts here. Looks like a lot of quantum processors, superconductors, reactor core. You know, I didn't see a reactor in the ship when I was flying through it. Or actually any generators of any type. So I think I missed those. I might do a quick buzz in the hall one more time to see where those are at. CPU wise, it's up there pretty good. With all the weaponry and the parts and the drone bays and the plasma turbines and all that, it's probably going to use a decent amount of CPU. Oh, look at this, is all fancy. Oh, that's cool. Well, anyway, this is labeled right here, so I don't need to destroy it by auto grouping the device manager here. Yeah, it looks like a Core 17. Yeah, you got your Core 9 setup down here, and 4 quantums, 4 aux cores in the build. Stock shield strength on here, 122,739. Storage. Oh, a lot. Oh, look at, they're all kind of like labeled in order here. So if you start out with like a 0, it'll display these first, and then go to the 1s and the 2 group and the 3 group and so on. So they're all kind of labeled right here. So we got a whole lot of 640s. Craft in, craft out, equipment, fuel, oxygen, temporary, others, all 640K bays, it definitely appears. And then so some 320K bays here. Actually, 2 320K ammo bays, main one and reserve. And then we got some 320K ore bays in there as well. So what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 640s and 4 320s and some sort boxes on top of that. So yeah, very cool build. Yeah, that's just cool looking. It's neat how it kind of like sits on the ground the way it is too. Just an unusual looking carrier. And keep in mind also too, I believe this supports a module that might actually dock to the lower side of it, or that could have been shown on a different ship too. I wasn't yeah, maybe not on this build. Oh yeah, there's some other things going on here too. I seen some yeah, there they are. Yeah, kind of like guide strips. These are some fancy parts. I believe that are reforged Eden 2 only. There's like a emitter, like a projector kind of thing that will do that, and they're obviously set up on a sensor as well. So yeah, very very cool. Again, this is the aircraft carrier Zuikaku by armsyura. Again, I hope I said that correctly. I'm not sure though. All right, now let me get back to daytime here. And let's take a look at the next build. So, all right, so this author has been doing a lot of work here. No, well, actually, this author has been doing a lot of work too. But the next build, yeah. Anyway, I'll skip that part. So this is the XMS Grief RE2 by Roan, and yeah, actually, I think Roan has built quite a few other builds too that are up on the workshop right at the time. Obviously, with these videos, I usually only grab one build per author per week. So there's a lot more to check out, and I would highly recommend you all check out the workshop and even new releases. There's a lot of stuff there. So this looks like kind of I don't know if this is a full base style ship or a combat ship or a carrier or maybe a little of all of that. It kind of looks like it could be. With the big hangar doors up there, it looks kind of like a carrier, but I'm also seeing like a big stack of, oh well, maybe it's a miner. Hold on, I'm gonna get the HUD on it here a second. Oh, these are laser drills. Those are not guns. Oh, so this is like a big mining vessel. That makes sense. That's cool. This is really wild too on the front. It's got some front landing gear too, so it looks like it is set up to dock to something else as well. It almost looks like this is like a separate module that you would put into the ship, and you can like load it right in there and put it in position down that down this I don't even know what to call that this front part. I was going to call it like a runway or something, but it's not that. Really interesting block work going on the sides here too. Again, using the difference between the the really darks and the light colors in there. A lot of extra detail in there with some deco parts. A lot of these angled tank pieces. That's really wild looking. Like the creativity there and all the detail that you get out of this. And more of these tank pieces back over here. Oh, we got a I think let's see, is that a real long range radar in there? It is long range radar array, I should say. And then generally drone defense around here too. Oh, look at that. That's like actually a forward thruster on the front. Very unusual the way it's set up. It's almost kind of like a beetle or something like that. You know, it's like you got 6 legs, but it's not really because they're, I don't know, very very unusual on how it's set up. Which is really cool. Again, I mean, that's just, yeah, definitely not the standard like ship design here, if there is such a thing. I don't think there actually is a standard ship design, but well, this isn't it if there was. Yeah, very cool. I like how this whole section here too has a lot of texture lights on it. In fact, I'm gonna I'll lower the lights down a second, and I just want to see what that looks like more in the dark here. Yeah, where all those texture lights come out. That's cool. Yeah, kind of going around this whole, I don't know, like central area of the ship, which is kind of, again, kind of like a weird like insect kind of overall shape, but not really. So yeah, just really cool, really cool. And obviously places to land stuff here. Huge opening on the top to get into what I assume would be a hangar on the inside. And we got a bridge that is right up above there, it looks like, above the mining drills, which makes a lot of sense. But I would actually say this is more of a miner right now, having that 8-pack of, or I think it was an 8-pack of drills in the front. Looks like more turret mount positions around the back here. kind of around these turret cubes. It's kind of what, yeah, you can put a turret on all three sides of these turret cubes. That's cool. That is cool. All right, so I got to find a way aboard. Don't know where there's any doors. No kidding. I think I'm gonna be all special forces and drop down through the hangar here. Let me adjust the lights. The game I would just break my leg, but you know, well, probably not. Well, maybe not. Open. Oh, yeah, that's where the leg gets broken with a big skull. LCD on the floor. Yeah, not a decal there. That is LCD projection. So yeah, we're down into the hangar here. Legs intact. It's actually not that far of a fall, really. So on the back here, we got three controllers. Looks like a couple cargo here for trade and miscellaneous and 640K D products. Is that what that says? Or D2 products? D2 products. That's cool. That's cool. So, okay, so off the back, we obviously see a warp drive back over there. This elevator down. A couple of ammo boxes on the sides here. Oh, that's a cool looking corridor. I like the use of these this particular box up there that is naturally colored like that, but then all the blockwork around it is meant to go with that as well. Really kind of dials the whole area in. Looks really cool. Like the angles on the sides there too. Doorway openings all over the place here. So this looks like a engineering room. We got a protection tank. We got some part upgrade locations. In this case, it looks like CPU cores, or maybe some superior cores right over there, or you know, of course, your quantum aux cores. A lot of computer terminals back here. So back here, that's got to be the shield. We're looking at like the bottom or the top of the shield, something like that. One of those two directions on the shield, or both. That's cool. So I like how that's kind of blinking behind the door there. So let's go to the other side here. More CPU. So a lot of places for CPU cores in here. All set up probably to go all the way to core 17, I would guess. So on the back over here, we have a fusion reactor chilling out over there. Oh, I never did find the fusion reactor on the last build. It did have one. We've seen the parts in the device manager, so it did definitely have one. Or two, depending. Oh, wow. So we're into Production Alley here. I love Production Alley. I do Production Alley on most of my builds that deal with production. So this is really cool, but it's kind of backed by some interesting deco parts, being some plasma turbines there. It looks like some medium-sized plasma turbines right behind these deconstructors we're looking at right over here. That's cool. It's almost like a part. The deconstructors have this glass kind of built into the part, and then you're seeing the plasma turbines through that glass behind it. A little different with the regular constructors on the other side over here, or the advanced constructors there. But and then we got a medical bay right over here, and a universal constructor, and of course some other utility function like the armor locker. Yeah, there's everything kind of tight, nicely fit in here. That's cool. Plus all those turbines back there. Again, more power assist on the build. Oh, I just walked right outside. Look at that. We walked right out through the this drill setup here. A pack of drills. And again, this has front mounting on it. So it's almost like there's another build out there that this could dock up to. And this is like your access corridor to get from this build into whatever that other build is. So I don't think it goes anywhere else from here. So it's just a big. Well, wait, no, we already looked at these side CPU rooms. Okay, so let's go up. Another deck. Okay, that's in our hangar. Let's go through the front of the hangar here. This is cool too. Obviously, you can see some more. Oh wow, it's got the big plasma turbines in here too. I think that, yeah, that's what we're looking at. 4-pack of big plasma turbines. And then we also got some grow plots. Looks like 18 grow plots on the front side of this hangar there with the double large doors on the top. Another controller here. Got a little glitch on its on its storage display, but it does say 640 there. That's cool. That's cool. I wonder where that LCD is. I'm gonna say I know of a way to fix that without like moving the LCD or anything like that, but I don't know where it is. But basically, when you set your color, if you're using the color code commands, you got like two letters or numbers for your red, green, and blue. If you put in 2 additional numbers beyond that, it is your level of transparency. And if you add just a little, like if you take it down from like solid to even like 1 degree less than transparency on that, or like 99 if you put it in there, or whatnot. It is hexadecimal, but it will stop doing that. Basically, I kind of learned that by mistake a while back, and yeah, that's a way to kind of fix up those weird LCD glitches you get occasionally when the LCD is like projected over a surface at the same in the same area there. We got a teleporter back over here. It might be like we'll have to take a look at the P menu controls, see what's going on with that. Might have an option to turn that on. A lot of power management stuff. And our main pilot seat right over here. Got a couple. Oh, these are right out the ship over on the sides. Yeah, and I think we're right to the point here. So we got a production area, a lot of storage. We got it's like a big mining ship with a lot of other utility, plus a lot of plasma for power, or plasma turbines, creating a lot of extra power. So you hopefully won't have to use a lot of fuel. Very, very cool. Very cool. I think that's it. I think that's it for the build in there. Yeah, a lot of. I don't think you go in these side arm pieces there. So the only thing I'm kind of curious about is if there's more. Okay, yeah, no, that's yeah, it's where the CPU rooms and stuff are. So like 2 decks on the ship here, and then our bridge section there, which is obviously really cool too. Did we? I don't think I walked into the bridge from outside. Yeah, I did. Never mind. Very, very cool. All right, let's take a look at some numbers here. Unlock level 25, size class 3. Thrusters off. 1 sec. All right. So 107 forward, 81 strafing, 107 lift, 54 reverse, and 37 down. 11 fuel tanks, 10 oxygen tanks. It does have a legit long-range radar array on here. Very nice for a CV miner, by the way. We got the 8 laser drills and 4 Gatling turrets for drone defense. 7 hour and 55 minute build time. It is using a 4 quantum processor, so this may be a Core 9 build. And it is set to 900,000 CPU, using 892 of that. Oh, nicely labeled out cargo boxes here too. Cargo box 14. Yeah, look at that. Color coded, all arranged in here as well. Yeah, Core 9 set up there. Advanced warp drive as well. So the 60 light year warp drive. Stock shield 27,846. Do have P menu options for harvest, docking, and hangar doors. I'm not seeing anything for the teleporter in there. I don't know. Maybe I missed a switch or something. Usually I usually put a teleporter on a sensor, so if you stand on it or get really close to it, it turns on. But if they stay on all the time, it is a power drain on your ship. It uses, like, even if no one's teleported, it just sits there and sucks down power the whole time. So that's usually why I always want to make sure the teleporter gets put on a sensor, or at least has like a P menu option or even a switch to turn it on and off. However you want to go about that. So, all right, let's take a look at some storage here. Oh, look at this color coordinated storage area. So we got harvest 1 and 2. One's actually kind of dedicated more for ore and salvage. It won't matter, but they're both looks like 320s. We got materials 640, product 640, cargo 3 640, cargo 4 miscellaneous 640. got ammo. Those were boxes, ammo boxes, not storage controllers, which makes sense. It only has four turrets on here that shooting regular ammunition, which really you could store a lot of that in a 14K ammo box. And then I think these are boxes back here too. Yeah, a lot of sort boxes in there. Very cool. Just nicely done all the way around. All the details and everything. And obviously, a lot of places to add more turrets to the build here too. We've seen those turret cubes back over here. I don't know what else to call them. They do look like turret cubes, which is really cool. Fits 3 turrets per cube. Could fit up to 6, depending if a cube had nothing to attach to the other sides of it. More turret, another turret position there. Yeah, very, very cool. Very cool. So again, this is the XMS Grief RE2 by Roan. Very, very nice build. All right, so on to the next build here. I'm going into SV territory here. And this is the author that has a astonishing amount of new builds released to the workshop. Now, some of these builds are refits of older builds by author is Aurelia. And this particular build here is the UCH Diplomat Transport R6 by Aurelia. But literally, I think there's over 10 builds by this author out there in new releases right now. A lot of remakes, refits of existing builds, some by this author and some by other authors. But they all look like they're very nicely done, and it was very, very hard to pick any particular single build. But I grabbed the one that was in the spotlight. But again, there's a whole lot more by this author. So if you want to check out the workshop, please do. There is a lot of stuff there, especially in new releases as well. Just a lot of really cool stuff. So this looks like a very, very nice looking transport ship. I really dig it. It looks nice. Just all the shaping, the way the block work is around these doors over here, and this like internal trim around the doors as well. A little light up there. That looks really, really good. The difference in colors too, like a 3-color design here, using white, blue, and like blacks in there. Very cool. Like the front cockpit area here too, and the side and the glass that kind of matches the side block work here. And then in the back, you got the kind of expands out a little bit more into this thruster area, which is super, super detailed as well. Using all basically these 1x2 thrusters. So I don't think this would be terribly expensive by looking at it. I don't see any like big CPU consuming parts on here at all, really. Just, yeah, very cool. Just, yeah, look at the block work everywhere. And how it fits together with the overall design of the this transport ship here. Yeah, it almost looks like it could be in some other game or something too. It just yeah, looks really, really nice. Love those angles on the sides again, and the color differences. Even the decal lettering of the name here, UCH R6. That is cool. That is cool. Then a glass area, kind of looking out the back of the ship as well. On the bottom here, we got some, yeah, just a lot of detail down in here too. Even got the R6 name on the bottom there. Blue, yeah, very nice looking ship. Yeah, I like it. I like it. Just looks right. Just looks right. Well, very good use of blocks. All right, so here I'm gonna adjust the lights here. We're gonna take a walk on the inside here. I don't know how dark I should go with it quite yet. Like this, even this bottom section where the ramp is got like its own structure of blocks around that. So let's see. I might be a little dark. Here, I'm gonna add a little bit more light outside here, or maybe there's lighting that's not. Well, I'm not actually seeing any lights right now, at least in this area. So extension slot over here, empty slots for T3 CPU. Oh, is this vanilla? This might be a vanilla build. And I'm looking at an RE2. Didn't realize that. Oh, that's cool. Just looking at all the details on the sides here. How it has a LCD, kind of like your range or your grill there. That's cool. A couple of fridges. Got a constructor right behind there. O2, a couple of storage boxes. We got a switch to turn it all on, I bet. On the other side, main core, storage controller. Another switch over here. Like, I still have a... Oh, there's the lights. There's a light switch. Oh, that helps. Okay, let's go. Sorry about that. I didn't realize I had a light switch. Now we got some nice light in here. And now, oh, look at this fancy table in the back here. It's all like fancy, like redwood or something like that. Very nice, very nice. Side compartments in here for looks like O2 storage boxes. Very nice assembly there. Got a storage controller there, and obviously our T3 slots. We'll see how the numbers play out in Reforged Eden 2 as we're going through here too. Oh, I really dig this. It's elegant look to this. This is really neat. I like the color scheme. Obviously, very different than the exterior color scheme, but with the use of wood grain and carpet and these tans and browns in here, some grays. That looks really cool. I like the fancy, elegant doorway opening over here too. But yeah, neat looking tables on the side. Oh, and they're right by those glass side windows there too. A couple texture lights up above there. Yeah, this is really neat. Sorry I didn't discover the lights right off the gate, so but I'm glad I did find that. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, look how nice that looks. That's just that. I love that theme. And then into the elegant cockpit area here. Couple passenger seats, storage controllers. We got our fuel status, and nice looking glasswork on the front of the cockpit. Very easy to see from there. That's cool. That's cool. And yeah, it's just a transport ship. But yeah, I love it. Look at all this little, like the table in here and stuff. All these little accent things. The bench seat back over here, or table. Yeah. Definitely like that. Definitely like that. If the author's seeing this and there's some discolored pieces, like I noticed there's like a purple gun back over here, that's because I looked at it in Reforged Eden 2. I didn't realize this was going to be vanilla. I think it's vanilla. So it changes the model and screws up the color. So these guns are probably like gray or black or something like that, but they're coming up in this purple color, which is not the intent. So I just wanted to throw that out there. Yeah, nice looking ship though. Very nice, inside and out. Classic looking transport ship here. All right, let's look at the numbers on this. Yeah, let me turn off my. Oh, that is off. All right. Unlock level 12, size class 1. 74 forward, 58 strafing, 74 lift. 37 reverse, 43 down, 2 fuel tanks, 1 oxygen tank. Got 2 Gatling turrets and a detector. 47 minute and 57 second build time. Doesn't need much of anything. Well, I guess there's some plasma converters in there. That might be something. I don't know. I don't know if that has. Why would I have plasma converters if it was vanilla? I don't. Maybe. The CPU is probably not quite lining up, but this is Reforged Eden 2. And again, was saying going to like T3 or T4 with the CPU blocks, I would say this is a vanilla build, but it's really, really right there. It's not far off at all from Reforged Eden 2 is either. And as in like moving around, totally fine here too. And right now it's set as a core 2, so it's basically got one basic CPU core in it. Yeah, with a second, I don't know if a second would quite get it up to the, I think it would actually. Yeah, one more basic CPU core, and I think it would be completely solid on CPU for RE2. Shield on here, I don't think it has a shield. That would make sense. Again, it's a transport ship, not a combat ship. It has a little bit of drone defense on it. And it is very inexpensive too. Looking at the stats and numbers over here. So, yeah, that's cool. That's cool. All right, so storage. Let's take a look at this. Diplomat Transport R6. So nicely labeled storage setup over here. Looks like we got a couple 3,000 base input and output. We got an ammo box or bay at 1,500. Some other sort boxes, I believe, in here. A couple fridges that we've seen on the interior. Very, very nice. Very nice ship. Love it. Love it. Looks great. Just very sci-fi. All right. Again, this is the UCH Diplomat Transport R6 by Aurelia. And please check out the workshop and in new releases. There is a lot more ships to look at by this author and, of course, other authors too. But this author has been very, very busy doing a lot of building stuff and refits and other things. So, yeah, really, really cool. So, all right, on to the next build. So here we got this guy. I'm kind of excited to see this one. So, excuse me. This is the LF Ormas by Life Force. So Ormas, so ORMAS is the name of the ship. Now this one's kind of specialized. It is a I guess in my lingo I would call it a Janus style build. In other words, it's a CV that starts its life out as a player base. So it doesn't have any thrusters or CV parts on it, but it is a CV like block core and has part locations to add all the parts to make it a flying CV. So when you do something like this, it has a couple advantages in gameplay. One, the drones, I believe, are going to leave you alone. Two, you don't have to like spawn in some kind of base and then abandon that or salvage it and then spawn in a CV and fly away later. It's basically you spawn this in right away, you use it as a base until you can upgrade it with all its parts and thrusters and whatever else to get it off the ground, and then you use it as your CV. So it's kind of like a win-win. You save. You don't have to have like that separate base build in the mix, and then you got like your nice CV to get around in the game. Now this is probably more of a starter type of CV, which would make sense. But yeah, this is very yeah, very cool, very cool. So now looking at the actual block work of it, and this is obviously going with the Star Wars look for sure, with the red lighting and how it's colored and textured, which is really cool. I love these different shades of gray into the hull build here, and the red lights, which go very very well with Imperial like builds in Star Wars. And obviously, oh yeah, we got a front loading door right there. Obviously, a lot of places for probably some guns up front or some drills, maybe. Spotlights down over there. It could be drills. It could also be launchers. I guess it depends on what you want to do with it. You got some turret mounts over here. Love the block work on the sides here, too. And turb. A turb. This is where you put your turbs. I think turbines. Yeah, so this would be a probably a, oh wow, that's a large plasma turbine in the side here. So it's just, that's where you put your turbs. Sorry, Life Force. I'm just having fun with that. But no. A 4-pack looks like of the large plasma turbines on the exterior of the ship. Well, kind of on the exterior of the ship. Really cool looking bays for those turbines there. That'll look really nice with the turbines installed too. That's very cool. That's very cool. And I imagine all throughout the build, you're going to find all kinds of this. Like, yeah, you can put in thrusters in here. All kinds of upgrade slots everywhere in here for stuff. I'm kind of curious to see if there's some kind of like info LCDs or something. Actually, I better look at that now. Sentry guns. Do we have an info Rebel? Oh, we got a Rebel logo. Or, oh, Rebel or Imperial. Look at that. So if we put on the Rebel and we turn off Imperial. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. So you can be either. You can be either faction in Star Wars here. I think. Yeah, we got a way in on the front there. It looks like a couple more turret mount positions here. Place for a probably big radar. Or I guess it could be a artillery, but probably a big radar there. Although we do have a radar over on the side over here too. But obviously, this ship is coming without thrusters, with all those CV parts and stuff like that. But it probably will have production and storage, and obviously a hangar and all that fun stuff in here. But yeah, once you can add in. Oh, this is actually for turbine here too, like a medium-sized turbines. So yeah, really set up for a lot of power management and residual power with all the turbine placements on here, or plasma turbines. I love those parts, by the way. I think that's just cool. For some reason, although it's not that hard to, like get promethium and turn it into fuel in game, or even biofuel, it's just neat having residual power, and you don't have to think about it, and your ship's always going to work. And if you're playing on a server and you're not playing for a couple of days, when you come back, your farm's still alive if it has a farm, and your food didn't all rot, and everything's fine. So yeah, it's just really cool. I love those turbines in there. But yeah, really cool looking ship too. Like looks like it's going to be pretty efficient too, because the overall design of it is kind of like a rectangle, which usually offers the most amount of space for block usage. Obviously, there's a lot of accents going on in here, but yeah, storing those turbines on the exterior of the hull, I think, is a great idea as well. The turbines, if you're close to them, make noise, and having them off to the sides like that, you won't hear that anymore unless you're just standing outside, standing on top of the turbine. You shouldn't hear them, which is great. All right, so here, I'm going to park here a second, and let's adjust the lights. Take a walk inside. So a nice, very clean hangar over here. We've got, oh, look at that. We've got alternative color schemes going on in here, too. So we got our color codes for the Imperial stock color. It's probably what it is right now. We got the Alliance blue color. And we got a YouTube video. The video will probably talk about upgrading it, I bet. Like all the different, like when we were looking at through the sides there's a lot of different part upgrades and stuff like that. It'll probably walk you through all of that. But yeah, very cool. Nice, clean, open, spacious hangar here. I mean, for its size and everything like that. Got a CPU area over here, so places to put a lot of different CPU blocks. In fact, you could fit a whole lot in that area there, with these superiors and all your standard ones. Love the LCDs above the doorways. Hydroponics bay, taxi tank. So this is actually a room over here. Oh, it's a elevator. Goes up to the hydroponics bay. Imagine that. That's cool. So we got a looks like a single nine grow plots up in here. Well, maybe this looks like another grow plot. Yeah, this kind of looks like a secondary one over here, and then 320K. Oh no, this this is a I think this is a storage fill-in area. So if you were to fill in all these blocks here with container extensions, and then put in your controller, maybe like right here, you would have a 320K additional storage bay on the ship. So it's not for a second grow plot. That's cool. That is cool. Oh wow, look at this. So we got a shield room over here. Yep, it looks like the main shield would fit in there, 3x3 area. Another fill-in 320K storage bay. GN. Oh, generator. Yeah. This is really interesting. So it's got this little baby generator in here now, but it will fit an advanced generator in there, or could fit, I think, up to 8 of those 1x3 generators in that slot. I'm going to fly up there again. Oh, it's all on board here, too. Oh yeah, constructor alley over here. So we have one large constructor, locations for two more regular constructors, and it looks like a deconstructor on this third slot. Love the Star Wars hexagon hallway design with the color scheme. That's very cool. Again, red lighting just kind of in there. Then up front here, we got installed medical bay with all the specialized equipment. Yep, O2 med bay there. We got some more. It almost looks like some part upgrade locations right over there too. Yeah, you definitely want to check out that video that Life Force put out, and to get information on exactly how to put in all the parts. So a lot of it is self-explanatory, but I'm sure there are some additional details there that would be very helpful, especially like back in the thruster areas. Got armor locker up on the ceiling, storage controller up there as well. Oh wow, we got another elevator coming up to here. Oh, this is just to a wait a minute. Oh, did I not go all the way up? I didn't go all the way up. This is up to the bridge, but it's got a shower on the way. So, shower elevator, or elevator shower. Yeah, I think that's it. Drone hats up top over here. Yeah, I think we've seen that from the outside as well. O2. And we got, looks like 4 passenger seats. A weird caveat with doing one of these builds is you can't put in the pilot seat on a CV because it requires parts that you don't want a player to have to get when spawning this in. So you got to actually leave that vacant too, even the pilot seat. So it's very restrictive that way. But think about it: you spawn this in probably for not a whole lot of resources, and you got a base that you can use for quite a while, and then eventually throw some thrusters on it, fly away with it, which is just really, really awesome. So I think we already been down in here. Yeah, hydroponics. It's pretty roomy inside. I kind of expected that based on its shape. It's not like a huge ship or anything like that, but doing to it's like mostly like a big rectangle with a lot of cool shaping on it. It will contain a lot of interior space for a lot of stuff, plus the exterior space for those plasma turbines. Other cool little accents over here too. That looks neat. So yeah, very, very cool. Glad to see. I didn't see any new builds lately from Life Force, so I'm glad to see a new one there. Us authors do that. I've been kind of in a, I had like several weeks of nonstop builds and with some of those smaller starter things, plus that Icarus, that Stargate ship. And then I kind of took a little bit of a chill pill too. But I'm going to show you something at the end of the video here too, that something new that I was messing with. I don't know if it's ever going to become a thing, but I was kind of experimenting with a different build style again. You know me. Oh, I was going to turn on the thrusters. It doesn't have any thrusters. How it sits. All right. Well, let's look at the numbers here on it in the dark, I guess. So unlock level 10. See, I mean that's awesome. Just you unlock this ship at level 10. Obviously, it doesn't move. You spawn it, use it as a base. Got 4 retractable sentry guns on it. Hour and 27-minute build time. Look at the resource costs. Like just the basic of the basic. You're gonna need a lot of iron for this build, but hardly anything else, really. I mean, not even like hardly anything. A little bit of cobalt, like 44 cobalt. You should be able to get that from starter planet POIs and salvaging random things, stuff like that. So very, very cool. Got 9 fuel tanks in here. 6 oxygen tanks. CPU wise, it's yeah, yeah. You get 200,000 for having a CV, and it's using about 1/8 of that right now. So you got a lot of CPU available to add in parts to make it fly, and even some turbines probably. So very cool, very cool. It does have a pretty big ammo box in here, 183K it looks like. Obviously, it's going to complain about this stuff, and that's standard because you got to add that in to make the build fly and work. Thrusters and cockpit, core 1. Obviously, it doesn't have a warp drive or anything like that in it. You can't have any of those parts on the build. The generator that it's using is the baby generator right now, which is actually fine. All it has to do is power a couple constructors, and you got a room to swap that out and go all the way up to an advanced generator, or run like 8 of those 1x3 generators, improved generators, I think they're called. Yeah, spotlights, sentry gun. You know, let's switch the logos again. Turn on the spotlights. So we got different logos. Yeah, look at that. And now we got the other logo. I like this logo better. Simply because I think it's an LCD. The other one was like a voxel art one, which is, I don't know. The other one's really cool too. I don't know. Anyway, I like the Rebels better than the Imperial. Just put it that way. But this one doesn't have the pixel art thing going on. So, all right. Storage on here. Remember, there are those fill-in storage bays too. So at least a couple of those that we see when we were walking through there. So we have an input at 3,000 and output 3,000. Ammo bay at 1,500. Cargo big. So these are boxes, equipment boxes. Main cargo bay. Okay, so these aren't really built out. I think the author was trying to save a little build time and not have the like the big controllers built in there. They will add to your resource costs, of course. So, yeah, anyway, when I said it to player, I'm not sure. But, yeah, that's very, very cool. Very, very practical, useful ship, too. And it looks so cool. Just sit there. I mean, kind of like Imperial or Rebel shuttle. Or kind of like a shuttle, but a little bigger than that, too. But I love that look there with that slant nose. Very Star Wars looking. Cool looking, side block work on here as well. So, yeah, very, very cool. Very cool build. Super cheap. Super easy to bring in the game. Early game. Use it as your base for a while until you're ready to start exploring the galaxy and get some thrusters and things going on in there. But again, this is the LF Ormas by Life Force. Very, very cool. Great idea, too. Great idea. Oh, yeah. Look at that. There's more sneakiness back over here, too, for some more launchers or other parts. Again, there is a video link inside the ship, and I would check that out. That would probably, I'm sure, help you a lot with part upgrade locations and all the ins and outs of the build here. But, yeah, very, very cool. A lot of it's, fairly self-explanatory, too, which is great. So, all right, next part, next build here. So this is the C-85 refit by Barefoot and Hillbilly. So this is a refit of an existing ship, I do believe, by the same author. And this one's just modernized for probably the current game. And this looks so cool. Again, very, very Star Wars. Very Star Wars. Love this front end on it too. This like double deck cockpit area. I mean, again, it's really cool to see unusual looking cockpits like this. I mean, it's kind of unusual looking versus so many other franchises out there in sci-fi stuff, and even modern flying things usually don't have anything quite like that either. But it looks really, really cool. Very, you'd see stuff like this in Star Wars. I love that. I love that front end, that double deck front end nose on there. Got some side mount doors. Oh, look at the little RCS behind the decal thing over here. That's cool too. A lot of lights on here. I'll have to look at this in dark too. The block work is amazing. Just all the stuff that's going on in here, holding in. Like, I think that's just a decal piece back there, unless it's actually a full turbine. I don't think it is. No, there's actual, like, real thrusters in there kind of hidden away. And it's kind of a loader. Look at that. Oh, that looks cool, too. This nice little pallet here. Oh, I like how that's built at the bottom, too. That's just all thin blocks. Making that, like, pallet on the bottom where all the boxes are. And then the crane pieces are connecting to the pallet. It kind of looks like it would slide out a little bit on this back track area here. But you got, of course, some guns on the back there. This is a really, really cool looking ship. Love the side like wing pieces too. Again, it kind of looks like they would swivel when it was landing, like more of a VTOL type of craft. Although Star Wars tech works a lot different than everything else, so it probably wouldn't need that at all. But you know how it goes. It looks like it could, even if it doesn't. Yeah, cool looking tail area. I like the little accents, like the little off-centered little red light there. Again, out of a block using texture lights. And yeah, really cool. Taking advantage of those newer curvy blocks in there. And then the unusual, like, kind of the different color scheme here on the front. This kind of, I don't know, is that more like a gunmetal or something like that? But yeah, it just kind of breaks up the overall color of it. And then multiple hull textures going on in here too. Got some of this metal, and you got some of the rusty metal, and some vents, and some other ones, and yeah, just to kind of make it look worn, but not like beat up in a rust bucket either. So somewhere in the middle, used but not like a piece of junk. So yeah, very very cool. Wires going in there and stuff like that too. Yeah, nice. All right, so here, let me get the lights turned lower. I don't know exactly where to go with that yet. I just kind of want to look at this in the dark too. Yeah, it does kind of light up the area. There are some exterior lights over here, kind of lighting up the ground and everything like that. So yeah, this is neat. This is very very cool looking ship, and this is obviously a refit of it. So it's there would be another version out there, but this one's going to be obviously updated, probably detailed a little bit more, and set up for modern gameplay, I guess you could say. And that's a big thing with Empyrion. It's changed so much over the years that any build built years ago was going to have problems in the modern game. It's just the way it kind of goes. So on the inside here, kind of right to the point here. Wow, this is cool. Barefoot. Oh, look at that. I don't think I've seen that LCD before. Barefoot Industries LLC. Coruscant. Oh, that's cool. So this is, yeah, Coruscant, the planet city, or the city planet, however you want to look at that. These fancy, elegant, curvy tables in here, and you got your little, nice little table in the front there. So yeah, nice seating for your passengers. Armor locker up there. It even says so. Yeah, look at that. CPU extenders, spaces behind jump drive. So we got a jump drive in here. So there are places to put additional CPU blocks behind that. Got some side windows here. Looking at those really cool thrusters or thruster things out there. Wing thruster parts. And our cockpit here with crazy looking like front console area out of blocks as well, and an LCD there in the middle. Oh yeah, and then the upper cock. Oh wow, yeah, I forgot about that. Look at that. We got another pilot seat up above there. This is probably like main pilot, and this is like your weapons guy, or taking care of other things. Ventilator up there, core, storage controller, got a vent, like the roundy part right in there too. Very Star Wars like. Yeah, this is cool. Very cool ship. Yeah, it's neat with that double deck cockpit too. Yeah, very nice. Very nice. Although it doesn't necessarily look like it, for some reason I look at this and I think like a dragonfly or something like that, but it's not really, because dragonfly wings are way different. But maybe it's this tail section. Dragonflies do have like something like that on them too. But yeah, their wings are way different. But yeah, this is cool. Very cool build here. Let's look at the numbers here. So unlock level 15, size class 2, 34 forward, 16 strafing, 34 lift, 29 reverse, 22 down, 5 fuel tanks, 4 oxygen tanks. It's got 2 laser drills on here, 3 Gatling turrets and a detector. hour and 14-minute build time. So it does do some salvage or some mining, I should say. So it's a miner, just with three drills. And it is an SV, obviously. So SV mining, probably more for asteroids. Obviously, I don't think you're gonna necessarily drill into the ground with a build like this and make tunnels and stuff. But definitely for mining like asteroids and stuff. CPU is set to 15,000, using right up to the edge there, almost about 75 left over. It's going to translate to a Core 5, two improved cores, and I believe we have a standard jump drive. I don't think there's anything else you can put in them. Right over there. So and then over here we got a stock shield on here, just about 5,400. You got a harvest P menu option. Oh, there's the drills coming out. Yep. Very cool. Oh, that probably looks neat too. So it's got 3 of them. Or at least it said it did. Maybe it only has 2 and the other one is the harvest bay itself. That could be. So 2 drill setup. I don't see a 3rd. That's cool. I like how they're where they're located to and where they kind of sprang out from. That's cool. Storage on you. So we got an ammo controller at 1750. Got a controller here at looks like 6258, and a lot of sort boxes. Got a harvest controller at 6258. That's probably what I've seen when I was looking in the P menu. The controller there. It's the 3rd harvest item. And other than that, some more sort boxes in our protection tank and things like that. Fridges. Gotta have the fridges. Very, very cool. Very cool. Look at the, oh my goodness. Those industrial spotlights it's got on there. They are intense. Look how much that lights up the ground. Holy smokes. Yeah, that is cool. Other than that, again, this is the C85 refit by Barefoot and Hillbilly. Very, very nice. Very nice build. All right, so looking at the next build here. I got one more thing to show after this. This is another build by that was up on the workshop. I think this was in new releases. And then I've got something I'll show you that I was kind of tooling around with a little bit. Just to show you what it is. So this build here, this is the City Class Freighter by Fats Dominic. And this is a very unusual looking ship, kind of, but not, I don't know. This is wild. You see that light show going on in there? That's cool. Oh, look at that. So this is obviously, yes, it is a freighter. And it certainly looks like it's a freighter with all these big cargo bay modules going on in here. Oh, look at that. Yeah, there's a whole set of those there. It's got like these 3 filled in. Oh, look at these. They're kind of like off to the one side. Like, oh, this is cool. Very mechanical looking here with how it's set up there. But yeah, it looks like it would just take in, and these are actually like storage controllers in here too. It take in all those, and there's like a couple more that are like missing over there. I don't know if it was balancing the CPU or just looks kind of cool that that they're detachable like they are. And look at that, we got forward thrust up on like the nose area of the ship, or kind of behind the front of the ship. I say the nose, but sensory gun up there. It's like obviously we got our pilot seats and stuff right back there. It looks like a lot of stuff going on the bridge area. And then each one of these has their own like walkout area for these cargo pods. Whole row of sentry guns up on the top there. And then on the back of the ship, wow, that's a trip. We got some turbines going on in here. A couple small plasma turbines, and a blast door back over here. That's interesting. Yeah, really cool. This almost looks like it could be like in the Star Wars verse, sort of. I don't know. It's different though. It is different. the angling and stuff, like the curvy nose and stuff. It's a little different, but kind of also, Star Wars has a lot of diversity in its ships and stuff like that, and this would probably fit in there too, or other sci-fi franchises. Yeah, look at that. It's just kind of the big old landing gear on here too. Yeah, very definitely has that industrial thing going on. Okay, so I am just really too curious on what's going on in the back here. Obviously, we got some red and green blinky lights here, but I'm gonna have to open this area back over here first. So we got, looks like a shield. We got a big old area here for upgrade parts, it looks like. You got our plasma turbines on the side, Wi-Fi back here. All right, it's interesting what's going on in here. Oh, that's because of the plasma turbine. Okay, different size there. Okay, so yeah, you got like a 2x3 block area back over here for well, it wouldn't fit a warp drive. I don't think it would fit a warp drive back here, but it could fit a lot of stuff. A lot of useful stuff back there. So it's probably just up to you what you'd want to put back there. So I'm going to get around to the front here. We'll adjust the lights here. It's a pretty interesting view of the build here too from the bottom. All right, and let's get aboard here. I like how this is kind of set up on the back side of the bridge section. So yeah, I got a couple places to sit and chill, eat some food. You got armor locker over there, O2. Kind of a cool looking floor right there. And then we're obviously gonna get into the oh, we actually, wow, there's like another like deck above here. Wow, like 3 decks in this front area. Maybe even more than that. Probably 3. So back over here, this almost looks like it would be a place for like a teleporter or something like that, or other parts. But yeah, some room over there, some cargo boxes on the side. Over here we got a med bay, or part of med bay. A couple of the pieces there, a couple more on the other side. A couple storage box, fuel back over there. A little sentry gun up front, in front of the window. Man, whoop. There we go. Let's go this way and up into the main bridge here. Oh, it's actually, wow, it's a lot more spacious than you'd think it would be by looking out the outside. I mean, look at all the room in here. That's cool. So it's got an advanced constructor, deconstructor, looks like some cargo boxes around the area here. A couple small constructors, more boxes. We got this really cool fridge, like kind of back in there. And on this side, yeah, the food processor back there, ATM. Wow, that's cool. That's cool. And then obviously up into the pilot seat, detector right above there, main core, gravity generator above that, Wi-Fi, and yeah, some more fuel up there. Ventilator. Wow, yeah, there's a lot packed in here in this room area. And then of course you got to have your O2 and your med bay, ammo boxes, and then we're going to get in this corridor that goes down to where it stores all the controller or the box or the freight back over here, which goes all the way through the ship here. I like how they're numbered, blinky lights and stuff too. It's wild looking. And then we're coming into the other side, visible range of the warp drive. So if you want to upgrade the warp drive from without going in the back of the ship, you can do it right taking this internal corridor back there, which is really cool. These are all like lights up top there too. I think those are all real lights. Oh, and yeah, it's really cool to see that time blinky light thing going on in there too. Yeah, very cool. Very cool. Yeah, neat build. Just a lot packed in there, and it's just, yeah, very detailed too. Like everywhere you look again. Cool color scheme. kind of like this tone with some like orange, and then some white, and then some blue, and then some like blacks, grays. I don't know, just some greens, some reds. Yeah, it's got it all. It's got it all. All right, let's look at some numbers here. Oops. Unlock level 15, size class 2, 54, 12 strafing, 67 lift, 34 reverse, 13 down. Got 5 fuel tanks, 3 oxygen tanks, 9 sentry guns, a detector. 2 hour and 31 minute build time. Looks like a pretty low resource cost going on in here. Nothing advanced or snazzy at all. A little bit of sathium. Yeah. So really inexpensive there. Looks like it's going to be at core 1. 200,000 CPU. We got about 29,000 left over. Yeah, core 1 setup. So that's why it's also inexpensive on the build cost of it too. Probably a 30 light year warp drive in here. Yeah, standard warp drive. Stock shield on here 6520. And again, this is city class freighter, so it's a freighter. It's not a combat ship. I am curious on its storage. Obviously, these are real storage controllers back here. So let's jump in there. Nicely color-coded storage. So we got water, H2O, 134K. Fuel production, 134K. Harvest A and B, both at 134K. See, output, 134. So 134 seems to be its main thing. Probably got an ammo box here. 14K ammo box. Yeah, 134 is all over the place. Input overflow, another 134. These are boxes. They're empty. We even got some stone boxes. Look at that, 16K. Yeah, there is a 16K box. I just had to think about that for a second. There is a box that has 16K in it. So those are boxes as well. And then Pentaxin tank. Yeah, very cool. Very cool build here. Yeah, we got the light off. High noon on the sunlight right now. But again, this is the City Class Freighter by Fats Dominic. Yeah, really cool build. Been seeing Fats Dominic build quite a few builds lately. Several of them have been on the weekly show here, and yeah, it's really cool to see. This one's just wildly unique too. Very cool. So all right. Last thing. I'm gonna cheat, and I'm gonna adjust the lighting a little bit. So let's go dark, and I just want to fly over to my weird little thing. So where is it? Where is it? There it is. Okay, I got to turn this on too. So this I was just screwing around with. To be honest, I don't know what I'm doing with it. I just wanted to build something different. It kind of like trying to come up with like a look and style of a potential like new faction that actually got labeled as TAC or TEC. So they would be different. So yeah, a little dark. This is meant to kind of be in more of a more mysterious light too, but so yeah, it's kind of a weird like little pavilion building. And the idea that I had behind them, although it's not very fleshed out at all yet, and I haven't really done much in detail factors, but is to like more of a high tech jungle like faction where they live in the forest, but they build like really high tech buildings that are in stuff like that, and a lot of technology, but also in incorporated with like water and trees and nature at the same time. So that's kind of what I was trying to accomplish with this, and also trying to come up with a very peculiar texture color scheme with this too. And this is a certain work in progress, like just the way I was like painting the side pieces, trying to make them look like they're like little like stone things, but they're really clean. And then also I've been kind of playing around with some of the new deco thingies, like these projector light things over here, like just trying to see what that would look like over the doorway. Kind of more of a greenish texture light going on with this faction. Also, there's a waterfall part. Now, I haven't built out this area here, but the idea was I was going to try to use some of those, I don't know, maybe stone blocks or maybe just regular blocks, but build like some kind of like waterfall up over there by the bridge. And then there's water down here. Kind of hard to see when it's this dark. Uh, but yeah, there's like trying to use the water blocks and then make like some waterways that would go through like a city area. I don't know. I don't know what I was exactly thinking when I decided to do this. Was kind of like a just build something unique on a whim. Obviously, it's clearly not done. It's there's no backside to this, so it's like just kind of a test right now. But I kept on thinking that it would be really cool if it was like a larger city structure where you got a waterway here and you've got kind of like almost like hexagon formations that these parts sit on, and then there's waterways that go through them, and then there would be like another building structure over here, another one over on this side, and kind of like this whole city compound area was the idea. But not necessarily for, I mean, everything I'm built here isn't really for like player function or anything like that. It's just kind of like something to put in the background or like some POI or something like that to explore kind of thing. But yeah, it really isn't doing much yet. I mean, I hardly have been using any textures, just different colors and things like that, painting it weirdly, and then adding in a lot of the big trees and stuff like that. But again, I haven't really worked it all out yet. I think I would gain a lot of functionality to this scheme if I were to put in some concrete blocks as well. These are all steel blocks right now, but concrete has some different textures I could use. The problem with that is if you wanted to build out a faction and then you use some of the concrete textures on bases, you can't use them on anything that move. That was a problem I had with Creel. When I started early Creel stuff, I was using quite a few different concrete textures with like the Creel land base. And then when I was building like a Creel CV, I was like, oh yeah, I can't use any of those textures for the CV because they only work with concrete, which you can't use on anything that moves. So it kind of like screwed me up. So this one I was trying to like just use steel textures right now, but there's so many concrete textures that would aid and give you more options when doing this kind of thing. But anyway, yeah, this is again not much of anything. Just bizarro building structure, kind of doing a lot of angles and trying to come up with a scheme. I was kind of satisfied with the weird texture lights, but kind of like just under the water line here, shining through the water blocks that are here. And then, of course, if you could pull that waterfall off with backing stuff to make that look right, that would be kind of fun. Never actually seen that in game yet. I don't think the waterfall, but I was again playing around with the emitters and just kind of trying to learn a lot of stuff that I haven't really messed with. And this is a good way to do it. Just kind of go off on a tangent and try to build something and see what happens and how it goes and stuff like that. So yeah, just bizarro building that could turn into like a cityscape eventually here, but more of a decorative thing or a POI, but not really for player use. I guess it could, but it would be kind of a dumb one. Not really set up for like good hangar space or anything unless I build it on the other side and would have all this wasted resources trying to do all this stuff. So other than that, that is it for this week. I just wanted to show you all these builds here and a little bit of that. But yeah, some really, really cool builds again this week by a bunch of different authors. And again, if you haven't looked at the workshop in a little bit yourself, but you might watch some videos, check it out. There is a lot. There's a lot to look at, especially look at new releases. A lot of stuff there. So many to pick from. Some of these authors, again, like Aurelia, like 10 plus different builds out there, and they're all it's not like they're all like little crappy looking things or something that were made in 10 minutes. No, they're all like very, very fancy, nice builds. And a lot of them all at once. And so it's cool. So yeah, Other than that, you all have yourself a excellent weekend, and I will talk to you later.